Wow, this room is filling up. We're starting to get crowded here. Again, my name is Adam Goldstein. I am from originally a little tiny Jewish part of Dublin, but I am a resident of Denver now. I am the city's only singing Irish Jew that I know of. So I'm going to return to my roots for a couple of songs. And I'm going to ask you for your help on these as well. So if you got lazy and you're not used to clapping anymore, get used to putting your hands together. And again, welcome for the 5th annual Colorado Burlesque Festival. Let's give that a hand. I mean, this is just a tradition that has already built up amazing roots, and we couldn't have done it without all the amazing artists that come here every year, and without our sponsors as well. So big shout out to Jim Beam. And this is a song about marriage, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have any married couples in the audience tonight? Anybody who's... And what better way to spice up your matrimony than to come to a burlesque festival? That's what I love to hear. Do we have any divorcees in the audience tonight? They're all in the back. They've all been drinking already. What better way to spice up your life as a divorcee than a burlesque festival? I want to share you a very personal story. This is a song about my own divorce. You see, I came to Colorado. I came to the United States after a brutal divorce. Yeah, I know. Let's hear it for immigration to the United States, right? They didn't catch me at the border. I look too Jewish. You see, I came here after I found out that my wife was cheating on me. I know, right? Right? Can you believe it, this hunk of man meat? Here's the thing. I was cheating on her too. And my mistress, she was fluid, she was flexible, she would do whatever I wanted her to do. And her name was Honey, and her name was Jim Beam Honey. So she's with me here tonight. I have a drink full of her. And that was happening as I found out about my wife's man. I think his name was Butch. And this is a song about how I was too happy with my alcohol to notice that my wife was happy with a big, strong athlete. So this is a song that goes slow and fast and slow and fast. So I want everyone to clap along to the fast parts if you can do that. And there's a singing part for you. Excited? This is going to get your blood pumping for the beginning of the show. Here we go. Every verse begins with, as I came home on blank night, as drunk could be. And I want to hear people in the back and the front do it. We're going to do an alto bass chorus here. Let's try it. As I came home on Monday night. Everybody! As drunk could be. That's not good enough. That's not going to get the festival going. Let's try it again. As I came home on Monday night. Everybody! As drunk. We're almost there. I saw a horse outside the door where my old horse should be. That's how we get around in Ireland on horses. Mine was a mechanized golf cart. It was very nice. Well, I called my wife and I said to her, love, will you plainly tell to me who owns that big, strong Clydesdale outside the door? Get ready to clap. Here's the rhythm section. Let's go. Where my old horse should be. Drunk, you silly young fool. So you cannot see. Wave your glow sticks. That's a lovely sow that me mother sent to me. Well, it is many days I traveled 100 miles or more, but a saddle on a sow, sure I never saw before. Very good. Now you know the structure of the piece. Now we're going to get more and more crazy as it goes along. Here we go. And as I came home on Tuesday night, everybody, as drunk. We got to do that again. We've got people from all over. We can make a beautiful piece of music here. As I came home on Tuesday night, everyone, as... That's how we do it. I saw a coat upon the door where my old coat should be. Well, I called my wife and I said to her, love, will you plainly tell to me who owns that coat upon the door? Here we go. Where my old coat should be. You're drunk, you silly hobo. You cannot see. That's a lovely blanket that me mother sent to me. Well, it is many days I traveled 100 miles or more, but buttons on a blanket sure I never saw before. And as I came home on Wednesday night, everyone, as drunk as... You're jumping the gun, I can hear it. You'll get used to it. I saw a pipe upon the chair where my old pipe should be. Now I know this is Colorado, I didn't smell it, I don't know if it's from a dispensary or not, but we'll see as the song progresses. Well, I called my wife and I said to her, love, will you plainly tell to me who owns that Denver gravity bong upon the chair? Where my old pipe should be. You're drunk. You cannot see. That's a lovely flute that me mother sent to me. Well, it is many days I traveled 100 miles or more, but tobacco in a flute sure I never saw before. And as I came home on Thursday night, that's the night everyone make some noise, as drunk. I saw two shoes beneath the bed where my old shoes should be. They were Crocs. I think he was from Boulder. That's... Well, I called me over and I said to her, love, will you plainly tell to me who owns them rubber hippie shoes beneath the bed? Where? My old bitch should be. You're drunk, you silly football. You cannot see. But that's the lovely geranium plant that me mother sent to me. Well, it is many days I traveled 100 miles or more. But laces on a geranium plant sure I never saw before. This is where it starts getting PG-13. We're prepared for this, right? It's the Burlesque Festival. And as I came home on Friday night, everyone, as drunk, I saw a head upon the bed where my old head should be. That has a double meaning, so let it sink in a little bit, if you know what I'm saying. Well, I called my wife and I said to her, love, will you plainly tell to me who owns that bearded head upon the bed? I thought it was my rabbi. Where? My old head should be. You're drunk, you silly old fool. You cannot see. That's the baby boy that me mother sent to me. Well, it is many days I traveled 100 miles or more, but a baby boy with his whiskers on sure I never saw before. And as I came home on Saturday night, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I saw two hands upon her breasts, where my old hands should be. How is she going to explain away this? Is she going to say they were pasties or what? I don't even know. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, love, will you plainly tell to me who owns them hands upon your tatas? Very, it's a metaphor, you know. Where? My old hand should be. You're drunk, you silly hobo. You cannot see. That's a lovely nightgown that me mother sent to me. Well, it is many days I traveled 100 miles or more, but fingernails on a nightgown sure I never saw before. Now, this is the last one, ladies and gentlemen, and this is unique because this is a metaphor. This is all about poetry. Irish folk music, it's in the tradition of Yeats and Joyce and Van Morrison. So it's all about creating a strong image. See if you can decode what I'm talking about. If not, I can draw a picture after the festivities tonight. But just pay attention. And this is the last one, so we want to hear everyone scream in their loudest voice and just go nuts. Here we go. And as I came home on Sunday night, the Lord's night, everybody, as drunk as... I saw a thing inside her thing. Get it? Where my old thing should be. It was uncircumcised too. My rabbi would be ashamed is what's going to happen here. Well, I called my wife and I said to her, hey-oh, will you plainly tell to me who owns that goyim thing inside your thing? That's a Jewish joke. Where my old thing should be. You're drunk, you silly hoodfool. You cannot see. That's a lovely tin whistle that me mother sent to me. Well, it is many a days I traveled 100 miles or more, but hair on a tin whistle sure I never saw before. I want a divorce.